So, hi everyone. Today we have a guest with us who is recently placed in LTI Mindtree. And in this video, he is going to share his interview experience, how he has started his preparation, what resources he followed, what was the preparation strategy, and all about the interview. So now, Som, you can start with your introduction.
So my name is Som Dubey. I'm currently in the final year of undergraduate in Saraswati College of Engineering. So I've recently got an offer from LTI Mindtree as a graduate engineer trainee. And I also offer from Perceptive Solutions as a full stack developer. So yeah, currently I have two offers now.
Okay, all right. So, what is the college? Like it's tier one or tier two, tier three college?
The tier three college
Okay. Where it is situated?
in Kharghar, Navi Mumbai.
Okay, okay, all right. So like it was your on-campus opportunities or off-campus?
So basically, it was a full campus kind of thing. It was for all the Mumbai colleges. Basically, it was hosted for all the Mumbai colleges, and every colleges was eligible in this drive. So basically, around 1,500 or 2,000 candidates were in this full campus.
Okay. So when was your exam?
So it was on 1st of February, this 2025. We have first online assessment, which was of 130 minutes basically. And it consisted of seven sections, which included like bonds, verbal and logical, analytical thinking. Then we had computer programming and computer science as well, in which we had the code snippets. And in computer science, we had all the core subjects like CS, Oops, so yeah, and we also DSA was also asked the it was some code snippets were given and like what will be the time complexity and what will be the time complexity of the this code. So yeah, that kind of thing was asked, and there was also 20 minutes of English communication. Basically, it was an elimination kind of thing. Majorly, the result was decided based on the data only.
Okay, so the communication round was on the same day or after some days of your written test?
Same day.
Same day.
So
Okay.
it was
All
total of
right.
130 minutes, and that 130 minutes was divided into like various sections, 20, 25 minutes sections.
130, like 1 hour and 30 minutes.
No, 130 minutes, like total 2 hour and 10 minutes.
Oh, okay, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so as per you said that the pattern was quantitative aptitude, verbal ability, logical reasoning, and programming, and computer science, and that we can say communication.
Communication.
So, in like how many questions were there in each section, if you can give the approximation?
Like around 10 to 15 questions were there, and more than that, I think like around 20 questions were there, and each section consisted of like 20 to 25 minutes. So, like that.
Okay,
And we
so
also
if
had
we talk
one
about
an analytical also section was there, analytical thinking, which was of 10 minutes. It was new, I think, for this round.
Okay, so if we talk about the separate sections, so in quant, what a student should focus on if they have less time? So what are the important topics? So if they will prepare those, they can clear them.
Like so, in the quants, I think time and work, speed, time and distance, and simple and compound interest, and like permutation and combinations. And basically, these are the major topics one should focus. And percentage is the major topic, as you know. Like if one completes the percentage, so I think almost 3 to 4 topics will be covered from that only. So I think one should start from percentage first in quants.
Okay, and come on to logical reasoning or analytical reasoning. So in that,
Yeah, so I prepared this from your channel only. Like I was also preparing for Accenture. So basically, your playlist of Accenture helped me a lot in this because in Accenture only logical and analytical topics are asked. So like in logical, like sitting arrangements, coding, decoding, then like that alphabets, arrangement, number series. So yeah, that are the major things which are asked in logical and analytical. I think that a mirror image, what will be the mirror image, what figure will come in the next, also that all things are asked in the analytical thing. I think your channel helped me in that.
Yeah, like for LTI Mindtree, my Accenture playlist is also helping. I found
Yeah,
that the candidates are giving the feedback.
yeah.
Okay, so if we talk about the verbal ability section, so it's just communication round or the verbal ability and communication separately, both are there.
Separately. Like in verbal, first we have the like grammar based thing and the complete the sentence or find the error kind of thing. Then passages are there, and in communication, it is completely an communication round. The one in like in Accenture or Cognizant, everything
Hmm.
where happens, it's same like that. Basically, an AI speaks, and then we have to answer the questions, or we have to repeat the questions as well. And yeah, they think they are basically check our communication skill in that 20 minutes.
Okay. Okay. And in computer programming, so the programming question is kind of coding question or just MCQs from different programming languages.
Yeah, so basically we have code snippets there, like not entirely coding, like we don't have to write any code in that, but basically the snippet is provided, like what will be the output of this code. Suppose some manipulations in the array, code of array will be given, then if we add what when our loop will be given, so what will be the output of this code? Basically, like pseudocode kind of thing we can say.
Hmm. Okay. And in that computer fundamentals, so that computer fundamental is from computer fundamentals or like different subjects of computer science, like DSA, TBMS, or operating system.
Yeah. It is of different subjects. It consists of different subjects, and each and everything will be covered in that. Like DSA will also be covered, and it will be an objective kind of thing. Basically, like MCQ will be there, and like what will the time complexity, such things will be asked in that. If
Okay.
a code of three will be given, so what will be the time complexity of that? So basically, only they check whether you know the basic of this programming language or not. Basically, that is checked in that section. And also for the like subjects like computer networks, DBMS, OOPS are also there. SQL questions are also on.
Okay. So we have discussed the pattern of each section separately. Now, can you tell me about the difficulty level of each section? Like, what is quantitative type and what is verbal ability in difficulty level?
So I will rate quantitative from medium to hard, basically. And it's like everything the same pattern only follows. Like quants is hard only, harder side only. And logical, I will say easy to medium because it is easy. And verbal, I will say easy. And the computer programming and that computer science, I will rate from moderate to tough because everything is almost all your computer fundamentals are covered in that. So I will
Mhm.
rate that. And communication, I will rate from moderate to hard only because the accent of the AI is a bit harder to understand.
Okay, all right. So then after this, like after your exam, after how many days you got the results that yes, you have successfully cleared the exam?
So our test was on 1st of Feb, and then we got the result on 6th of Feb that I have cleared the first round. And then the further round was technical interview. So it was held like 2 weeks later. But first only we got the mail that I have cleared the round one and I have
Hmm.
qualified for round.
Okay. So when did you get the interview call for technical round?
So my technical interview was scheduled on 19th Feb. And I got the mail on 18th Feb that your technical interview scheduled on 19th Feb. One day only, we got only one day,
Just one day
not
before.
also one day. Yeah,
Hmm.
just a day prior to the interview scheduled date, they give you the mail like you are shortlisted for technical interview. So your technical interview is scheduled on next day. So I didn't got much time to prepare, but yeah,
Hmm. Okay. So this interview was online or you need to go there and face-to-face interview?
online. It was on. All
Okay.
the process was
So
online, stuff from the test to every interview.
okay, okay. So in that technical interview, what type of questions they have asked, if you can remember some questions?
Yeah, so basically they asked each and everything which was there in the college, like which I studied from first year to last year. Each and everything
Uh,
was covered in that interview. So the interview lasted for 45 minutes, around 45 minutes. And they almost grilled, like they asked each and every, the interviewer asked every question, every possible question, starting from my resume to my projects. So basically, they have our resumes open in their laptop.
Mm-hmm.
So they start with your resume. They start basically with the intro. First intro, we need to give our introduction, and it is not compulsory. Like from the intro only, they will continue the next thing. So he
Mm-hmm.
directly came to my projects. He asked about my projects, and then he asked me to share the screen and write a code of Fibonacci series. Basically, it was an easy one. So yeah, I write the code, and he was not expressing like whether he was satisfied with the answer or not. He was just saying okay, okay, like no expression are given. Yeah, so then I have also noted all the questions. I will just so basically, project related discussions was in detail, and then he asked all the OOPS, DBMS, OS, computer networks like OSI model. What do you know about SQL joins? Everything like each and everything
Mm-hmm.
he asked in detail, and then he asked me to share screen and write the code. And then basically he asked me what are the HTTP methods like error codes, which is 404, everything like
Mm-hmm.
basic HTTP code. And then he asked me about REST API because it was mentioned in my resume. So he asked me about REST. And then strength, and he also asked HR questions also in middle, like what are your strengths and weakness, and then why LTI Mindtree, then resume related questions, then favorite subject in engineering, like why you chose that subject, and then he asked me different sorting techniques. So what are the different sorting techniques related to DSA? And then he came to Java. He asked me in which language you are comfortable, whether in Java, C++, or Python. Then I mentioned Java. So he asked complete about Java, like exception handling in Java and difference between like abstract and interface class. So like he asked completely about Java. Then he moved to like basic like questions like what is HDLC, software development lifecycle. How to create a table using HTML. So difference between authentication and authorization. So it was a very lengthy interview, like 45 minutes. He
Mm-hmm.
was continuously asking questions. So yeah, it was a tougher side. So I would rate this as tougher side, this technical interview.
Yeah, that
Yes,
the thing
since
is
I
the
also had
questions
experience
were.
in Geo,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
so I also have experience in Geo. I worked as a backend developer in Geo for 6 months. So he asked question on that also, like what technologies you worked on, like how you managed working in such a big company, like what was the team structure, everything related to that also. So I think I would rate this LTI Mindtree technical interviews a bit on tougher side only because they don't have coding in the first round. So basically each and everything they cover in this technical interview.
Hmm. I saw first time that someone is saying that LTI Mindtree interview lasts for 45 minutes. I never seen that anyone is saying
Yeah,
more than 10
few
minutes.
few of
10 to 15
yeah
minutes is
few
something
yeah
average. Yeah.
few of my friends got like that 10 to 15 minutes, but mostly on an average around 20 to 25 minutes everyone was asked this time.
Mm-hmm.
Because since it was in full campus, no, so they had to
Yeah. They need to eliminate the candidates.
mm,
Yeah. So the conclusion is the duration was long, but the questions were fundamentals only. But yeah, they
yeah, yeah,
asked everything from CS.
everything. Mm,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. So
And
after uh
whatever we mention in the resume, like we need to uh, have the knowledge of that,
they were
each and every word
cross-checking that
that,
you have
yeah,
the knowledge or not.
yes. Yes.
Okay. So after this interview, after how many days you got the result that yes, you have cleared, now you have HR round or both the combined
So
rounds were there?
No, separate round were there, technical interview and then HR interview. So, like as I mentioned, on 19th of Feb, my technical interview was completed, and on 25th Feb, I received mail that you're qualified for HR interview. So, my HR interview was scheduled on 26th of Feb, like from 19 to 26. So, we can approximately a week. So, that mail
Okay.
also I
So
got one day prior only.
uh in HR round, what type of questions they have asked and what was the duration?
In HR around 6 to 7 minutes was the duration. It was easier, like HR round
Mhm.
since it's easy only. So basically, they asked all the basic question: Are you comfortable in relocation or working in shifts? And then she asked me about like is AI better than human? Like that kind of base. Basically, they are checking the communication and your thinking ability, like how you manage the questions. So that was on the easier side.
Okay. So after that interview, when did you get the result finally that yes, you have cleared all the rounds?
So I think around 1 month, approximately 1 month it took. Like on 26th Feb, I completed on, so I got the result on 26th of 27th March. So it took around a month.
Okay.
And directly mail, we received the mail that offer letter was directly received. Like there was no.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, during this process, first of all, like when did you start to prepare for your placement? Not for LTI only, but for your overall placement. When did you start your placement journey?
So I started in the SEM 7. Like in SEM 7, the placement starts in every college. So in the SEM 7, I started, and the first company, like the form which I filled was of Accenture. But unfortunately, it visited in the last time. We filled the form in around June or July, but the company visited around October or November. And there in Accenture also, I followed completely your playlist, and it helped me a lot. I cleared all the rounds, basically the interview till the interview. And lately, they informed that due to the business needs, they are not hiring for this academic year
Hmm.
2025. Yeah, so Accenture, I did not got the offer from Accenture. So yeah, so I started preparing from semester start of the semester 7, and basically I started preparing aptitude from various resources like India Weeks or YouTube, following random YouTube videos. And when I got to know that Accenture is finally coming, then I completely followed your playlist because I think it is enough for Accenture to follow your playlist because you covered all the previous year questions, so it helped us a lot. And yeah, from there only I started, and I various multiple companies came to our college, like the startups or like that kind of. But majorly the in the MNC section, I think only Accenture and this LTI Mindtree. This one was a full campus, so I'm not considering this. So only Accenture visited like from the MNC, and so I prepared for that only majorly. And basically I started with aptitude, then the coding, since we are in the computer department. So from the start only we have coding from second year. So basically I have idea of basic coding like arrays and string linear data structure only. So from there I covered coding, and yeah, that was from the start of the sem 7 I started for this placement.
Okay. And during this, like, what type of projects you have that you shown in the interviews?
Yeah, so I have a project like it is a real time whiteboard kind of thing. It is a basic project, and I have participated in hackathons as well. So I have that project also to show. And basically, they check that the project which you are telling in your interview is like made by you only, and it is not copied or
Hmm.
copied pasted from other. So basically, whatever we are showing or whatever we are telling to them in the interview, so you need to have all the knowledge about that
Yeah,
thing.
all
So they
the.
can yeah, they can cross question you as well. So I think that was around for you.
Okay, all right. So I guess we have discussed all the things. Now, at last, what suggestions you want to give if someone is preparing for their placement and considering LTI as well, and what resources they should follow? To be honest, whatever you want to share, just
According to me, the correct timeline to start for preparing for placements will be from SEM 7 only, like how I started. So you can start with aptitude. You can follow India Bix. It is the best website for aptitude. First of all, if you are not understanding the concepts, then you can watch YouTube videos. Any random videos will help you because every teacher has other way of like understanding.
Hmm.
So from wherever you get to know, from wherever you understand better, so I think you should follow that resource. Like as I mentioned, for me, and Shika ma'am helped a lot because the research was to the point. The researches was to the point. No random stuff, only directly to the point content. So I think yeah, you can follow according to your choices, whichever suits you. So you need to start with aptitude, and then you need to have some good projects, and you should have a basic command on the programming, on the coding kind of thing, like basic till array, strings, linked list, like linear data structure. If you covered, then I think 90% of your MNCs will be easily cracked. And if you are looking for big tech companies, then you need to have all the knowledge like non-linear, also trees, graph, so I think placements are also luck plays an important role here in the
Yeah.
placement. So yeah, so I applied for various companies, and I was almost received offer from multiple companies because I was only rejecting in the final round. But everything was cleared. So finally I got an offer from LTI Mindtree. So just keep going. Like if you start, then don't think that if I'm rejected from one company, so I'm not capable of anything. So you need to continue learning and you continue upskilling yourself because you everything there is never a failure. Like we need to learn, we need to get into anything that is it will help only in our further process, I think. So wherever you are failing, it is always about learnings. We should not consider failures. We should learn from that, like what wherever I failed, like whether in the final interview or in the aptitude round. So we need to brush it up again and apply for other companies. Till you get an offer, you need to follow the same process. So I think,
Yeah,
yeah, start
that's the
with
idea.
aptitude. Yeah, start with aptitude. Have your basic command on the coding. Build some good projects, 2 to 3 projects. If you don't have projects, you can also refer GitHub for idea. You will get multiple ideas there. And even if you're not understanding what you have built, just ask ChatGPT. Use AI and use ChatGPT. Ask, explain me this project in detail. So you can note all the questions that will be asked. So you can answer it as well.
Yeah, I have made, I guess, one or two videos regarding project explanation. So I took the
Mm.
help
Yeah,
from
yeah,
ChatGPT that in what way we a
yeah.
student can like explain. So in this AI world, if you're not using
Mm.
ChatGPT, then you are already out from the
Lagging
race.
behind.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
So I
One more
also
thing
followed all
that.
your I also followed
uh,
all your cheat sheets which you shared while the accenture preparation, like how to handle HR interviews, how to handle technical interviews. Like you mentioned, you have created 2 videos on how to explain project. I have watched like it is a complete you get a complete structure like how to answer the questions. So I
hmm.
think it really helped. Your cheat sheets also are very helpful.
Yes, that I like always. I've found this feedback that cheat sheets are super
Yeah.
because to be honest, I put a lots of efforts in cheat sheet. That if I'm giving it, so it should be something that is enough.
Hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
one more thing I want to discuss that like for interview especially, how did you prepare? What resources you followed? Or what was your preparation strategy for interview specifically?
So since I got to know that I have cleared the first round a day before, like the interview, technical interview, I got a day before that your technical interview has been scheduled for the next day. So I have not got the much time, but I have all the knowledges which I was carrying from last 5 to 6 months during this journey. So I was basically prepared kind of thing, but not completely prepared. So I directly opened your channel and I watched multiple LTI interview experiences, which is uploaded in your channel. So I think 3 to 4 videos are there of LTI Mindtree. So I
Mm-hmm.
watched each and every thing, and I got to know that they asked to code also, like to screen share and code. So I think yes, that only I followed because I didn't have much time left for my interview. So I directly opened and I watched 2 to 3 interview experiences, and I was ready to go for the interview.
Okay, okay, all right. Yeah, I always say like if you don't have time, just go for interview experiences and have the idea what type of questions, what is the pattern, and prepare how much you can till the interview, and that will be more than enough
Okay.
most of the
Yeah.
times. Otherwise, your luck. Anyways, thank you, Som, for sharing the details because it was really a good discussion. In honest way, you have discussed all the things, your preparation strategy, and all the things. And I really love this. And at the end, if you want to say something, if you want to suggest something, you are open. Otherwise, we can find.
So as I mentioned, like keep going until you get an offer letter. So that's all I would like to say. Like you don't have to stop basically in the middle. Like I'm getting rejected by 2 to 3 companies, 4 companies. You don't know when the right time will come. So I
Hmm.
think you should keep going. You should keep learning, keep upskilling, and you should always develop a skill side by side. Like if you're not getting placed anywhere, then try learning new things like React, HTML, CSS. Have some command. Then you can find multiple offers. Like that's only I want to say. Like keep going, and you will find a good thing.
Yeah, placement is something continuous learning. You don't know
Yeah.
whenever you will get.
And
Okay.
you will basically get help only. Like if from the past learnings,
Huh.
you will get to learn some new things only. That's always learning.
Okay. Thank you so. Thank you for your time. And yeah.
Thank you so much, man.
Okay.